Hello Maniacs, this is the beginning Maniac here. Welcome to my 142nd gameplay of the trading card game online for the PC. This time I'm going to feature yet another new deck from the newest set, Vivid Voltage. I have some cards from it. And I think this is going to be one of the most hyped decks of this format, because of what's going on with the format now. It's going to be my Colossal VMAX deck. I'm going to show you how the deck works. We'll get to a game with it, and hopefully we'll get a win with the deck. So my main attack is Colossal VMAX. It's got 330 HP, it's a Gigantamax Pokemon fighting type. For one fighting energy, it's got Eruption Shot, does 40 damage. This card is the top card of your deck. If that card is an energy card, this attack does 90 more damage, and attach that card to this Pokemon. So you can go to 130, which one shot is the damage V, the damage GX is Crobat Vs. You can two-shot V Maxes. You two-shot Station B, you two-shot any of the Arceus there on Palkia, and also you can one-shot Eternus V as well with this attack. And then for three fighting cards, you got G-Max Bolus, 240 damage. One-shots Pikachu Zekrom, Tag Team GX, one-shots Big Ball V, Bolton V, Raichu Alone, Raichu GX, and so on. And he's two-shot everything else VMAXs wise, and tag teams like Mewtwo Mew and Ralalola Zagator. So that's the deck right there. So the player has two Rangaroo with the prior abilities. It's got 120 HP. It's got a color as a type, basic type. Really cool, Pioneer Wisdom. Once during turn, you may switch a card from your hand with the top card of your deck. So the strategy here is, let's say you have a fighting energy in your hand, you have a Colossal VMAX on active. You could put that fighting energy back to the top of the deck, switch to the top card of your deck. So you can hit a Eruption Shot for 130 damage very easily. So this is why it's easier to play it. And we can discard, we can keep cards we don't need to discard, like Professor's Research or Quick Ball, stuff like that. And then wipe down for triple colors energy does 70 damage. I use it for attack, only for its ability. I'll go with Colossal V2. We play a 4-3 line with Colossal VMAX. Colossal V's got 220 HP. It's a basic fighting type. For 2 fighting energy, Serious Flame does 90 damage. Your opponent activates now burned. Takes 3 energy. I don't think we're going to set up that quickly. And then 3 energy and colors got Boulder Crush for 180 damage. So a main attack is Colossal VMAX. This won't be a main attack on this point. Then we play one Eldegoss. It's got 100 HP. It's a grass type basic. Really called Happy Match, where you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn. You may put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand, so you can search like for key spots or orders to get the last knockout, or draw supporter if you need to get a draw supporter since you don't have one in the hand. And for double colors energy, it's got Florida for 50 damage. You may shuffle this Pokemon all attached cards into the deck. Very good attacks. You can use the ability once again. Search out a quick board and you get grab another supporter that you need. They play one Mew. It's got 60 HP with Psychic type basic with the ability called Bench Barrier. Put all damage done to your bench Pokemon by this point attack. So steps. Negative GX is Venom Shot, Pikachu Zekrom type both GX, Gladiator Man type VMAX is Max Whiteout from hitting the bench, Quaran V Spit Shot, and so on and so forth. And then Psychic, for colors energy side power, put 3 down channels on opponent's Pokemon area like. So you can use this to fix numbers with this card right here, so you can get those one key knockouts. Several of the trainers, supporters, items, and stadiums. So we're going to play one ordinary while you choose one of both, so if you want 2 Pokemon or 2 energy cards from the discard of the deck, or do both. Mainly do both so you can get back resources. 2 Pokemon 3.0, look at the top 7 cards of the deck. You may reveal a supporter card you find and put it to your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So this is a cute way of getting supporters. Good rid of Rangaroos. You can definitely guarantee that supporter if you need to get that Pokegear out. So you got research, bosses orders, money, Erica, and so on. Play 2 Pokemon communication. We get a Pokemon that we don't need, get one we do need. We play 4 quick balls, search out search out Colossal VMAX, Colossals, Vs, or Rangaroos, Mew, or Eldegoss. 2 reset stamps. Your opponent shuffles a hand into a deck and throws a card for each of the remaining cry spots. So let's say they're losing. If we're losing, we can restamp them down to a low hand. Hopefully, try to come back with the setup, and then come back with the setup they have. Play this new card from Champions Pass. Relay 4 copies of Rotom Phone. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose one of them and shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Then put the card you chose on top of your deck. So this is another counter just in case we don't have a Rangaroo. If we look at the top 5, get that 5 energy, put that energy on top, and then hit Eruption Shot with Colossal VMAX attack and discard the energy and attach it to him and do 130 damage this way. They play 1 Stadium Nap, put it to a coin for each extra for the stadium for a stadium card reveal to put it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck so you get a martial arts dojos very quickly by this card. 4 switch your active one on bench. So if you have something that's stuck, very high retreat cost, I think everyone has at least 2 retreat. So if we get something that's stuck, we can use switch to bring it back out and switch again. Now we play 4 monsters all dojos and stadium of choice. The attacks of non-Ultra Beast Pokemon that have any basic fighting energy attached to them, both yours and your opponents, do temple damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. You're applying weakness and resistance. If the attacking player has more prize cards remaining on an opponent, their attacks do 40 more damage instead. So you can do up to 140 with Eruption Shot if you discard the top card energy and attach it. Or you do 250 with the G-Max Boulder. Or if you're down in prizes, you can do 170. And you can knock a one-shot Eternus VMAX if they have 340 HP. So you can do definitely one shot on that. 340 or 280 with the martial arts dojo. We can shot Arcus Dale Pocket Jack them GX, and also any of the tag teams in the format here. They play 2 Bird Keeper supporters. Switch your active on one of your bench, draw 3 cards. So this is a key switching out just because we can play against Vigor Volt V because they can't let us play our switches. So we play this out to switch them out and get extra draw out of it too. They play 2 Boss's Orders. Switch one of your opponent's bench with the active, so they get that key knockout we need, or if we need to stall, because someone that's high retreat, and try to set up once again. 2 Arcus Hospitality. Draw a card from each opponent's Pokemon in play. We only can use it if you have 4 or less cards in your play. Very good against the Turtles. If they fill up the field, they can draw up to 9 cards. You can draw between 1 to 9 cards, but you want to play when the opponent benches have a lot of Pokemon in play. We play 2 Marnie, shuffle the hand, draw 5, we draw 4. Or we draw 5, they draw 4. So they have a big hand. If you have a reset stab, we can use this Marnie to limit the resources, hopefully dead draw for the next time, try to set up again. They play 4 versus research, go ahead and draw 7, best resource in the game. We play 3 buff padding. This is from this is from actually the team up. If this Pokemon's card is attached as a retreat cost is exactly 4, it gets 50 HP. So our Colossal VMAXs will be 280 HP now, which will be harder to one shot. And if you count the Storm Fighting Energies, we take 20 less damage for each Storm Fighting Energy attached to it, which I'll explain in the next card. Storm Fighting Energies, this is from the new side of Vivid Voltage. A lot of this card is attached to a Pokemon that provides Fighting Energy. The Fighting Energy this card is attached to takes 20 less damage from attacks. For your opponent's Pokemon after applying weaknesses with it, so make a Colossal VMAX is much more tankier, and they can take more big hits that way. So this is a very good card. And you can use, if you just discard it with the emotion shot, you can also attach it because it counts as an energy. And we play 6 Fighting Energy development decks. So there you guys just take it around for the description. Let's get to a game. It's actually one of my favorite decks to play, Colossal VMAX. It's been one of the most hyped since the set came out. Because we have Pikachu Sacral Motor in place, always have Eternus VMAX running in place, so it's very weak to fight. So again, Trainer Joystick. You see a World Championship deck box from last year. You got a 3-game winning streak. I did win 3 games in a row with Albedo VMAX earlier. We're going to go ahead. We did lose the coin flip, so they're probably going to choose to go first. But I like to go first because we can set up and stuff. Let's see what they choose to do. So he's going to go first. That's fine. Let's see what we draw here. Okay, this is not a bad. We got a Bird Keeper, so we can switch into Colossal if we need to. Start with a Rangaroo. Let's see what they start off with. Also, it's Magmar Community too, so that's why I'm looking back at my phone to see if I try to get any shiny Magmars. I already have 11 so far. I was only 12 because I caught one before. So there's Jirachi, Amazing Ray, and Azation. So it's probably Arcus Diago, Palkia, Azation, Tag Team GX. Remember the relation, you pick the 2 cards, you pick one and put the other one on top of your deck. So quick bonus card in Boss's Orders. Then there's the Arcus Diago, Palkia, and Tag Team GX. Has a water energy to it. We're probably going to stay on Intrepid Sword next. Yes, we are. Okay, let's see what we do. Yes, he gets no energy, but that's okay. That's good. So that's our turn now. We draw what's on 4. Let's quick ball, discarding the communication. We're going to get the Colossal V out. I also going to play the Bird Keeper to switch into it, so we don't have to keep Rangaroo trapped in the active spot. We'll draw 3 cards as well. We have Colossal VMAX for next turn. I don't think I'm going to roll some from yet. Actually, no, I will roll some from. I want to try to get a better supporter. So, Colossal VMAX. Okay, we got a couple of fighting energies. I'll put the Storm Fighting on top for now. And I'm going to keep the Colossal just because I get Marnie. So, I'm going to play with the Colossal VMAX. Get the Fighting Energy back, Storm Fighting Energy, and pass the turn. So, we don't need to drop Mew because Mew is not important in this matchup. So, next up, we'll vault the Colossal VMAX. Attach the energy, Storm Fighting Energy to it. Try to get another energy to draw off the Erika's Hospitality so we can use the ability again to guarantee that fire to do that 130 damage. So you do relation, put in pick in 2 cards. You pick one and put the other one back on top of your deck. So so you have Marnie. Good thing I'm Marnie. Good thing I kept them Colossal Max that he didn't Marnie. So we have the Colossal. Maybe that's guaranteed for next turn. And draw nothing pretty much after that. But we have the Marwa's gonna drop my Colossal, that's fine. I can take that. See Metal Energy going to the active, the Arcus here. It's gonna quick ball. So discarding my pocket, the Energy X or Crobat V. We're gonna see which one is going to be. Oh, it's actually a Rangaroo. Interesting. So this comes the Crobat V5. So he already had the Rangaroo in his hand already. He already had the Crobat V in his hand. So Crushy Hammer. Crushy Hammer's not a big deal. It does slow him down a little bit, but we're okay. But he misses anyway. So he's going to switch into the August Pocket GX, and he's going to use Ultra Creation. Okay? So he does any more damage, he'll take extra price every time he takes a knockout. Okay, so I gotta stick with the top deck right now. I'm gonna Prime Wisdom to fight energy so we can guarantee a 4. We got Elder. I want to support it. I have a Bird Keeper, but I don't want to play that now. So I'm going to attach to the active, and I'm going to use a Rupture Shot doing 130 damage. And get to touch the energy as well. So we get one energy touch, I can take a knockout on this Ultra deck. I'll Palkia GX, Tag Team GX next turn. So we're going to see Ultimate is already doing 160 damage. He's going to do anything else. Checking my time. So you're doing 160 with the Ultimate Ray? Let's do a draw. You're attached to the energy to the Zacian, definitely, for sure. I think I'm gonna boss his orders that. Oh, I got another Storm Fire Energy. That's great. I'm gonna attach it now just to be safe. I'm gonna knock out the Zacian because he can't knock us out again with August Dagger Pop here to attack him. So we're gonna boss our Zacian. I'll put the Eldegoss on top and see what I get. Oh, research is good for next turn. So we're going to use G-Max Boulder to take the knockout. So 240 damage. Take a couple of price cards. We got a switch. And I don't worry about it now. That's too. So you can't take a knockout, but we can take a knockout next turn on the August Dagger Palkia with G-Max Boulder. Because Zacian would knock us out. It would be doing 220 damage, which would be doing a knockout there. Let's see what he does next. He touches the Metal Edge to the Wow GX. Interesting. So see a Reach is coming out. Discard and hand draw 7. I don't think he's done any Metal Sources. Not yet. Here comes the Zacian. Here comes the Metal Saucer. Air Balloon to the Jirachi. Switch into the Jirachi. Dream of Revelation. Do the top 2 cards. Pick one, and the other one goes to the other one goes on the top of the deck. So he probably has to. He definitely has the Ultimate Ray here. For sure. He's only doing 140 with the Ultimate Ray this time. So we can knock out with G-Max Boulder, and then if I find, I'm not going to find a boss next turn. That will knock out the Crobat. So I'm going to keep the Eldegoss. I want to keep the Eldegoss on top of my deck. So we're going to put the Eldegoss on top. So we'll draw out of that with this. Another Rangaroo, which I can discard it. So we already have, actually I'll keep it just in case it gets knocked out somehow. Alright, we'll research for 7. We'll bench it for now. Okay, got a fighting energy. I was trying to get a Colossal VMAX out this turn too as well. I thought about heading here because this is gonna get knocked out the next turn anyway. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Let me see if I get a Colossal VMAX on the top here. I do not, but I communicate when putting the Eldegoss back. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then we're going to take a knockout with G-Max Boulder. Instead I draw fighting energy, I can Eldegoss a boss. Oh, we can try a Pokegear for it too. Fighting energy, nice, there we go. And another switch. Okay. So you can say knockout with Zacian, most likely for sure. But I should have to give it next turn if he doesn't resolve my. So Crushing Hammer, that's fine. You definitely have the back for sure. I have to draw into another fighting energy. Let's see what he does here. So with research, just got in 2 boss and a great catcher. Nice. Wow. Now I wrote down 3 the boss, but you don't need to know Metal Energy takes a knockout anyway. Yeah, there's the Metal Saucer. That also helps. So I'm gonna try to draw fighting energy. I was gonna touch the Mawile energy, which is interesting. So I'm gonna draw another fighting energy off. I'm gonna try to see if I can Pokegear for it first. And so Mawile's gonna take a knockout with Wily Bite. He's doing 70, I believe. No, 130, 130. It's doing 160 plus minus 4, 120. That's definitely a knockout for sure. So we can go for another Jirachi. So draw a fighting energy off the top I win. So while the body's taking a knockout, doing 90 damage. So I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna try to pull it here first and see if I do get the boss. Let's see what we draw. Draw here. We drew a fighting engine, which is perfect. So the only thing I have to do is this. Go to quick ball for Eldegoss. We got the. Let me see if I got the boss with this gear. I don't, which is fine. Eldegoss for boss. We're gonna bring out the crow. We're gonna bring out that crow back, and we're gonna put the fighting energy on top. So staying that, and then we're gonna take a knockout with eruption shot because it's weak to fighting, and we got the game. There you go. That's how the deck works, pretty much. We're with the phone with the fighting. If you guys did like the video, subscribe for more videos like this, and hit the notification bell, and so you know next time I'll upload a video. See some more videos, Bayonets. Bye for now. And also, I did not beat one of the top decks in the format right now, which is Arceus Dialga Palkia GX Zation V. So bye for now, guys.